Pinterest keyword research method number 2. I'm so excited because this is actually a little known method, keyword research method, but it is such a powerful tool, and I'm going to show you guys now step by step. We're actually going to be using Pinterest itself again, and like I said, there's no better way to know that you're getting accurate information and information that's actually going to help you optimize and rank well on your Pinterest account than from Pinterest itself. So let's go ahead and go back to Pinterest, and what we're going to do is actually going to use the ad creator. So if we come here to add, and if you have a business account, you should be able to see this exact top bar as I do. And we come to ads and then click on create ad. And from here, again, later on in the course, we're going to show you exactly what you should do in the step-by-step when creating your ad. Right now, we're not going to create an ad. We're just going to use this tool for keyword research. So just go ahead and click continue here. So we're just going to scroll down to where it says keywords here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to type in here a keyword that relates to our niche. And here's the thing. You can use this keyword research method for two different purposes. The purpose of actually optimizing your account and telling Pinterest what your account is about, and the purpose of figure out contents to create, types of contents to create. So again, we already talked about this. We probably want to find narrow and specific keywords when we're thinking about contents to create, so we can make sure we are ranking well for those. But when you are thinking about optimizing your account, you can use and you should use some broader keywords as well. For example, in your profile description or even your display name. Remember, we talked about putting our names and then slash or a dash and then what our account is about. So, for example, our account is about travel videography or travel vlog. We're not going to put a long tail keyword over there. We're not going to put travel vlog in Brazil in the summer. It doesn't make sense, especially because we're not only about travel vlog in Brazil in the summer. We're going to travel to a lot of different places. So it does make sense to use some more broader keywords as well. So let's go ahead and type in travel. And just so this is really useful because Pinterest is going to give us a little bit of extra data that we don't get otherwise. And that is monthly searches. So you can see here, for example, travel inspiration has more than 5 million monthly searches, which is amazing. We know there is demand for that. We know that people are going to Pinterest on a monthly basis, more than 5 million searches for travel inspiration. So we can definitely see where our business and our content, our brand fits in the most and sort of like the demand for that on a monthly basis. So we could go ahead and use some of these broader keywords. So for example, let's say I'm going to do travel inspiration. I'm going to click here and it's going to add to this section over here, and this is where it gets really interesting. Is right here it says the potential audience size. So you know when a new user goes to Pinterest and they select their interest and they put travel and they follow boards that have to do with travel inspiration, or they are on a monthly basis researching and searching about travel and travel inspiration specifically, that's what's determining this number right here, monthly active users. Actually, I mean, because this is for we're using this tool as a advertising creating ad tool. This is Pinterest definition. This is the potential audience size, estimates the number of people you may be able to reach per month with your campaign. It is based on historical data and the targeting criteria you select. So because we're using the create your ads tool, they're talking more about your results in terms of advertising a certain pin for this specific keyword, travel inspiration. But just by this little number over here, well, not little, 21.8 million to 24.2 million, we know that there's demand for this keyword. So we can go ahead and already copy and save these keywords somewhere else, especially for us to later on optimize our account. But for content ideas, remember, we want to try to get a little bit more specific, a little bit more narrow. So we can keep scrolling down and clicking on see more and see if we can get a little bit lower monthly searches. So see, it starts to show here 4 to 5, 3 to 4, and that's already a good idea. And actually, you can see there are some misspellings, which is not a bad idea. Sometimes you can put into your description some misspelling if it is very popular. For advertising purposes, that is super helpful. But for us optimizing, we want to stay professional. We probably wouldn't do at least not a lot of misspellings, not on purpose at least. But what you can do too is you can come here instead of adding from this list. You can come. Sorry, I'm scrolling up and down. You can come to this word and, for example, travel inspiration USA, and see how the number changes here. See, it already changed to less than 10,000 monthly searches. So monthly users, sorry. for this specific keywords. So now we know we're getting more and more narrow, and that's going to help us. We already know that travel inspiration has a huge size audience. Now we're getting more narrow. We'll start adding some other keywords specific to this category, travel inspiration, and that's going to help us decide on types of content to create. So we can go ahead and copy and paste that into our Excel sheet so we can keep everything organized to later on create our content. And yeah, I hope you guys like this. Go ahead and try with all of different, a bunch of different keywords. For example, travel destinations, and it's going to populate a few other results here. And you can go on and on and on with keywords that relate to your niche. So this is Pinterest keyword research method number 2. Hope you guys liked it. Hope it was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the Q&A below. And let's go ahead and get into the next Pinterest keyword research method. I wanted to create this quick video update because Pinterest has been making some changes, not only with their layout, so some of you might be getting a little bit lost on where to find those keywords and the interests, but also they have been making changes on what they're actually showing and the accuracy. So I'll give you a couple of tips. So once you're here on the create ad page, you can just go to ads, create ad, then you can scroll down and click continue, same as we mentioned before. Right here, you just need to click on anything, select anything for the targeting details. It doesn't really matter, but that is going to give you access to this section right here, the interests and keywords. So here's, it looks pretty similar to what we showed before, but let me show you a little trick here with this tool, because I've noticed that using the ad keywords, if you search for a specific keyword here, the potential audience size is not as accurate as if you use the interest, those exact keywords. For example, if we use baby, let me go to baby. First of all, I just put baby and it's already closer to narrow than it is to broad, even though it's a pretty broad term. But okay, it still gives you a pretty good audience size. And if you go to baby toys, it already says less than 10,000. Now, let me erase this. Let's go over here to add interests. Let's go down to parenting, I believe. Parenting, then toys. Toys by age, baby toys. Now watch when I click on baby toys right here. 35K to 38K. Very different from the less than 10K number that I was showing before. So I've noticed this, that if you use the interests, that is a lot more accurate than if you use the keywords. So it's just an update on the last video. I still think it's a really good tool because you are getting the exact keywords based on Pinterest category. So it might not be your best keywords, your most specific keywords, because it doesn't get that narrow, but it's very helpful for you to use those exact words the way that Pinterest is showing. So for example, use keywords such as baby toys instead of toys for babies. That is going to put you in a better place because Pinterest can easily recognize that because it's their exact category and subcategory. So just a quick tip, let me know if you have any questions in the Q&A below, and let's get to the next video. Pinterest keyword research method number 3. That is Pinterest trends. That one excites me so much too because this is a new tool that Pinterest just launched. And as I mentioned before, this course is super up to date with Pinterest trends, actually, and Pinterest updates on their platform. And I'm super excited to show this one to you guys because you won't find a lot of information, at least as of the recording of this video, you won't find a lot of information about it yet. But it is a super powerful tool, and I'm going to show you guys exactly why. So here, the way you can access, and actually I should have said this before, Pinterest Trends is only available for users in the US and only gives data from users in the US, which honestly, I think it is the majority of people's audience. If you have a blog, if you have e-commerce, and you ship to the US or within the US. So it's super useful. But let's say you're accessing this from a different country, which actually it's the case for me. Right now I'm recording this from Florianopolis, Brazil. So what you can do, a little hack, is actually have a VPN account, and I use this for several different reasons. It protects your data, but we have this VPN account, and I'm going to leave a link to it in the resources below too if you guys are interested. But you can just select a location in the US and then connect, and then you should be good to go, and you're going to have access to this tool. So again, in this top bar, if you have a business account, we're going to go to analytics, and then we're going to go to Pinterest trends right here. All right, and as it opens here, we're going to input our search term in this search box here. So again, let's do a search term that has something to do with your niche. I'm gonna do travel, and we're gonna start broad. And actually, as I was typing again, I love when Pinterest gives us these suggestions, because if Pinterest is suggesting these keywords, that means they are relevant. They have been searched for. They're not. They probably have high demand. But I went ahead and I just put travel. And here's what's amazing about this tool. I'm so excited because it not only gives you related terms. Let me move myself out of the way here. It not only gives you related terms that again more ideas for content ideas, and you can get narrow, for example, travel journal to a more long tail keywords or travel quotes inspirational. And we're gonna try again, and we're gonna see test searching for more and more narrow terms as well. But Pinterest also gives you the trend of this search, how much it is searched for across the year. So that is so helpful because you can see, for example, travel, it starts to pick up around January. So the highest points are January and July. So which was expected because it's summer vacation or winter vacation. But what if we try a different keyword, something unrelated to travel? So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. Let's do, for example, something very obvious. Halloween ideas, Halloween costumes. Now we see that Halloween costumes, as was expected too, starts trending here at the end of August, and the high point is here, October 30th, on Halloween Day, before Halloween Day, one day before. And that is actually super helpful because if you want to create a piece of content that has to do with Halloween, you should, and we're going to talk more about this later with our content ideas, but you should probably start pinning over around this time of the year, around August. So that gives Pinterest enough time to index your pin, and you can start slowly ranking. So by the time the searches really peak, you are there, you have your content, you probably already pinned your content to several different boards, and you are dominating this keyword. So that's really exciting. If we go ahead and try, let me get rid of this. Let's try something that we might not really know what to expect. Let's say, for example, let's say baby shower ideas. I wonder if it's pretty consistent. Baby shower ideas. See, I would never guess. So apparently this peak around summer, and it peaks a little bit around December or January, but it's mostly summer and beginning of fall. And it's super low. The lowest actually is mid-spring, so around April, and around Christmas as well, December 25th. So that is super helpful. Not only because sometimes you get monthly searches of a keyword and it might be low for it, but you are researching in the middle of Christmas. So this tool is super helpful because you can see, oh, okay, but I can talk about this piece of content with these keywords around summer, and it's definitely going to be popular. And now the icing on the cake. Another reason why this tool is so amazing is because you can actually compare different keyword and search terms. So for example, I'm going to show you guys. I have here baby shower ideas, and I could either type something else here, or for example, I'm going to click in one of these related terms like baby shower favors. And see, the baby shower favors is this green line over here, and you can see the difference between search volume of baby shower ideas and baby shower favors across the year and in relationship to each other. So definitely, if I were to create a piece of content, I would absolutely use baby shower ideas in my title or in the text overlay of my image and over baby shower favors. But if you are specifically talking about baby shower favors, you can use both. So it's good to know, it's good to have this kind of information, and you can even compare more. So baby shower decoration. So you can put a third one. See how similar baby shower decorations is from baby shower favors. That's crazy, but it's still slightly more. So if you didn't know if you should use baby shower favors or baby shower decorations, there you go. You have your answer, and then you can go down the rabbit hole. And honestly, this is such a fun tool too, even for just curiosity. Like if you're just curious for anything related to your niche, even if you're not going to create that content right now, if you want to start planning today on how this would perform, or how this performs throughout the year, you can do, like I said, like if I go back to my niche, travel. So Summer and I are planning on going to East Europe later in the year. Hopefully that's going to work out. But for example, if we're interested to see how well or how trendy, for example, traveling Croatia would be, we would go here and do travel Croatia. Oh, I guess there's not enough data for travel Croatia, but there is for Croatia travel. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on that. And as was expected, it does peak around summer, so around June 19th. But this is interesting too because we might actually be there around this time. January 22nd. It also starts peaking around the beginning of winter too. So it's definitely a super helpful tool, not only to compare. Let's see travel. Let's see Europe in general. If see, it's funny because it also peaks around similar times. But see here around May, Croatia, Croatia travel, not a lot of interest between March and May, but travel Europe in general, there is interest, maybe for spring break, I'm not sure. But again, such an amazing tool, super helpful data. And again, we're getting this data straight from Pinterest, so we can trust it is accurate. And I believe it's only going to improve. They just launched this new tool, and I'm sure they're going to be adding more and more features to it. I'm so excited. I hope you like this. I hope it was helpful. And let's go ahead and get into the next method. If I could only use one keyword research tool, this would probably be it. It's called Key Search. Now, it is a paid tool, and that's why I left it a little bit later after you use all of the free resources that you have through Pinterest. This would be my biggest recommendation. Here, you can check out the prices. You have 1 month of free trial as of right now, and you have different types of packages. The starter packages, in my opinion, is more than enough unless you are really, really growing. Maybe you manage lots of different accounts, but it's, in my opinion, more than enough. And even though it's a paid tool, I do believe it is definitely worth it. And I'm about to show you why. So this tool has lots of different features that you can explore on your own, but I'm going to cover in this video specifically, obviously, the keyword research part. So you can see on the top menu, you can just go to keyword research, click on keyword research, and here it is very straightforward. Right here is you're going to input on the search box the keyword or keyword phrase that you want, and then I'm going to show you the very special features and the reason why I like this tool so much. So for example, if we do baby shower decor, you can see here that it gives you all of the, the competition score. So based on everything that is out there on Google and all of the search engines, how competitive is this keyword phrase? So it gives you a score of 60, and it's kind of like in the red category. You definitely want to get more green or yellow or orange, and you'll see different options soon. And what you can do, and I love, is that you can first select a specific location to analyze this keyword. You can do it worldwide, obviously, all locations, but if you want to narrow down to a specific country like Brazil, Canada, or Australia, whatever, you can choose here. So very, very good for international sellers. And this right here is my favorite part. Instead of just doing the default that only gives you the information about the keyword that you have input, you have several other options. You have related keywords that I love. So if you choose related keywords and choose search, you're going to see that Key Search is going to show you several other ideas of keywords and keyword phrases, maybe different spellings, different compositions, one word before the other, for example, for you to analyze the volume, the search volume, the competition, and the score for all of them. So this way, sometimes you have one keyword phrase in mind and you think that maybe would be the one with the most amount of searches, but then you go to related keywords and you get all of these other ideas. So as you can see now that it's loaded, what you can do, it's always going to load and the one that you typed is going to show at the top. But if you click here on volume, it is going to sort from highest to lowest, or lowest to highest if you click again. But I like to sort from highest to lowest, and you're going to see, and the secret sauce is going to be the ones that have high volume and that have low competition. So numbers lower than 50 are usually easier for you to rank higher. Not only on Google, for example, if you're a blogger, this is a great tool for you to have ideas for contents to create, but also in terms of your pins, keywords for your pins, keywords for you to optimize your account, and obviously to create content as well for your pins. So the next thing that I want to show you, so these are related keywords that I love. The next thing that I want to show you is that you're gonna see here that you have these different software or application suggestions. So if you want Key Search to compare and analyze how competitive or the search volume of that keyword for a specific website, you have all of these options, including Pinterest. So you have Google Suggest, only searches done on Google, only searches done on Bing, YouTube, Amazon, eBay, Etsy, and Pinterest. So we definitely want to check this out. Click on Pinterest Suggest and then click Search. And now, as I said, Key Search is going to look for all of the keywords related to baby shower decor. That's what we use within Pinterest. So now you can analyze the competition just on that tool as well, just on Pinterest. So again, it's going to give you all of the keywords here. The top one is going to be the one you type, and then you can sort by whatever you want. For example, volume. And what you can do once you generate all of these lists, my favorite part is that you can easily save these keywords. Obviously, if you have your account here on KeySearch, you can save keywords right here. You can create your master keyword lists here, but you can also select all of them or select just the ones that you want and click here export, and then choose what type of file that you want. So you can always have them, create that big database that you're going to refer to when you're optimizing everything, account, your pins, your content, everything that we're going to do later. But the last thing that I wanted to show you that is also really cool about this tool is right down here, it shows you the top links ranking for that specific keyword that you have searched. So for baby shower decor, here are some of the highly ranked website pages. So it's not necessarily an article, but most of them will be articles, but the highest ranked website pages for that keyword. So you can easily open those in new tabs. So for example, here you can see Amazon, it ranks really high just for that, probably for that search term, all of the results. Same thing with Walmart, Target, Etsy. So if you open, you can go to these new tabs. It looks like pages that are ranking really well are e-commerce pages that have all of these ideas. So baby shower decor, it's more of like an item sort of thing. But you can always go back to here and you can look at the related keywords. So maybe if you're looking more towards an article, if you want to see more article related, it could be baby shower decor ideas, baby shower decor tips. You can look for something more specific to like a tag so you can have idea for content. So again, there's a lot of more features here that are super helpful. Wonderful, wonderful tool, especially for the value that you get. There are a lot more expensive tools that will not give you all of this that you get, but this is more like the simple tutorial that you can use, and it's going to be super effective for your keyword research so we can later optimize our Pinterest account and everything else. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, leave those in the Q&A below, and let's get to the next video.